Supercross live on supercrossonline.com. 2014 in the books. Las Vegas, the last round here, Jim Holley. It was a good night of racing.
I'm tired.
You're tired?
I'm tired. I know you got to be tired. I mean, we did Supercross live. I mean, there was a lot of main events here tonight in Vegas, but it was a great night.
Yeah, fantastic amount of main events. Of course, you have the 250 East, 250 West, and then you have the shootout, as well as a 450 main. Let's start with that 250 West. It was all about the 8-point lead that Jason Anderson had over, who was it? Cole Seeley.
I mean, you know, when they came around and down, you know, Monster Alley there, I looked and I'm kind of counting guys. I'm going, where's 21? Where's 17? They were in the mid-pack. I mean, they were mid-pack, and Anderson did what he had to do. I mean, he just kind of followed Seeley up there, and at one point, you know, I thought, okay, well, this is good, but then I saw a few guys go down, and Anderson really dropped off of Seeley, and Seeley was moving forward. I'm thinking, wow, this is going to get interesting. But up front, I mean, what a battle we had going on with the number 15 of Dean Wilson, and then the Cooper Webb battling it out there for the lead. I'm thinking maybe these guys are going to knock each other down. This is going to change the championship, but nothing doing. I mean, Dean Wilson wins the thing, Cooper Webb in second, and third place went to, and I'm drawing a blank on third place right now.
Third place, Justin Hill.
Justin Hill, because Justin Hill did win the East-West shootout, but needless to say, the man who runs that number 17 and had the red background, Jason Anderson, gets his first championship in that 250 class on the West Coast. A great ride for him tonight.
Yeah, tremendous turnaround for Anderson, who a couple of years ago was having some real issues. He was a Horizon Award winner and then came out and really didn't perform to that level of expectation, but he has delivered this year.
You know, I think the key was, you know, him getting back on that KTM. You know, he rode it in an amateur, and he knew that when the team went to KTM, he goes, hey, I've ridden these bikes before, and I've won on the Suzukis in the past, but he says, I'm going back to my roots, and it paid off for him.
Yeah, worth noting that Yamaha in second place. Great ride for Cooper Webb, something that Gary Bailey has been pushing for all year long. He said, hey, I'm not going to make predictions. Maybe things will turn out better, and they certainly did for Webb. Good late season push for him. In the 250 East, Justin Bogle, he had everything but the number 1 plate coming in tonight. You wondered how much he would push it. He was out front early, but then Jeremy Martin was fast all day and fast in the main.
Well, I think we picked him, you know, to get his first win of his career, and also Yamaha, you know, that new 2014 YZ250F fuel injected. They got their first win also, but you know, Bogle was going to fight him for it, and as soon as he saw Jeremy Martin wanted to fight just a little bit more, he goes, hey, you know what, I think I'm okay right here. I'm going to wrap up this championship. I'm going to finish out second. Martin gets his first win, but you know, Jeremy Martin rode well. I mean, you know, you just saw it. I mean, for what he had to do in the beginning of the season, not scoring any points in the first 2 rounds, not qualifying, and to come back and finish second up last week in MetLife Stadium, and to win here in Las Vegas the final round, I thought that was huge for him. And in that third position, you know, the teammate of Bogle, Matt Michelia, he rode really well to finish up in that third spot, and that was a good win for him. A lot of these guys are going to build on this for 2015, believe it or not.
Yeah, I don't know if I can think of a time where a rider has not made the first 2 main events and comes back to win the last main event of the year.
I don't think it's ever been done.
No. All right, so on to that shootout. It was a 250 East-West shootout, and winner of that, well, it was PC up front, Hill and Wilson battling. Well,
the thing about it with Hill is, you know, I talked to him and he said, I wanted to get that whole shot because they didn't pay it in the other ones. They only paid it in that East-West shootout. He picks up $1,000 from Nuclear Cowboy. But you know what? The thing about it is he finished 4th in that championship. Dean Wilson edged him out with that win. So he goes, you know what? I didn't want Dean to win. He already beat me. He finished out 3rd. I get 4th. I'm going to come here, and he showed the guys. And you know, it was a 10-lap shootout, and Hill comes away with that win. And in second spot there, like you said, Dean Wilson put in a great ride, but just didn't have nothing for Hill. And how about Jason Anderson? But you know what? He finishes up 3rd, Anderson. The thing I like is behind him was Cooper Webb. That means the West Coast boys, 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4 are the East Coast guys. So looks like the West Coast is the strongest guys here.
Yeah, we'll look for some balance next year between the East and the West. On to the 450s. I have one note on the 450s, Jim. It's in big letters. I don't know if we can get it there. It just says Villapoto is fast and has the number 80 on it. That's it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, 80 comes to mind, Kenny Roberts' dirt track number when he rode professional dirt track, but 80 laps, Ryan Villapoto's led. I mean, this guy just gets stronger. He's 4 in a row now. He's led 80 laps. The only thing he didn't do is get 4 in a row hole shots. He's had 3 before. He had $4,500 from Nuclear Cowboys, but his teammate on the same bike on the Kawasaki, Weimer, comes away with that hole shot, but then he kind of went back. But yeah, it was all Villapoto, and then Stewart had some problems getting hit with his front end off the start there. He pulls in there, but you know, I think I called it. You know, it was Villapoto to win, and I said, hey, look, I think Dungey's going to get in that second spot there, and he did. That KTM seemed to work here, and it was a great finish for Dungey. Finishes up second in the season. And how about Kenny Roxon? We've always been pushing for him to get back on the podium, and he did here tonight.
Kenny Roxon finally finding the speed in the main event. He did have speed in practice the last few weeks, was unable to put it into a main event. He finishes the season strong. And we've come to the end of a season, Jim Holley. This is it for 2014 in Las Vegas. We're on to next year, Monster Energy Cup coming up in the fall.
Yeah, I can't wait until October 18th, that Monster Energy Cup, $1 million on the line, the Joker Lane, everything. We'll be right back here, same dirt, same place, about 5 months from now.
All right, Kevin Barnett and Jim Holley signing off for 2014 Monster Energy Supercross. Thanks for being here all season long. We'll see you in October.